Awesome gas mileage in the Jeep Gladiator? Eh. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Automotive JT. So, is my Jeep Gladiator getting awesome gas mileage? Well, you know, everything is kind of relevant, right? I mean, if you compare the gas mileage for the Jeep Gladiator to, say, an 18-wheeler, it's not too bad. Maybe a Toyota Tundra, it's not too bad. But if you look at it as compared to a Toyota Prius, it's not too good. So it's all really kind of relative. I mean, you know, the old adage here, it's a truck. It's not supposed to get good gas mileage. Sad but true. I hate when I hear that, because to accept that something should be subpar just because is never a good thing. Where is the motivation to make things better? We can't just assume that because it's a truck, it shouldn't get good gas mileage. So here's a picture of what I got, or what I was getting, before the last fill up. Now, you guys can see right there, obviously it's not a hypermiler. But let me explain. First of all, my Jeep Gladiator gets most of its miles from driving around 55 miles an hour or less, and usually less. Usually it's more in the 35, something like that, mile per hour range. So I'm not exactly driving under optimal conditions. That's optimal conditions to get the best fuel economy possible. That would be freeway driving, and I don't do a lot of that anymore. There's just no need. So keep that as a little caveat, I guess, as to what my mileage is. However, I thought, since we just filled it up, you guys saw right there in the beginning, I would take it out, do a little driving around my normal routes, minus the city type stuff of lower, like 25 to even 30 mile an hour, and see where it is. So I've spent about, I don't know, half an hour out driving around country roads and stuff. What's really more typical for how I drive, or where I drive, I suppose, in a 45 to 55, 60 mile per hour range. And at the end here, I will put up a photo of the odometer so you guys can see where we really are right now. Now, I will tell you that on my last Gladiator, we took that on a long distance trip, and I was averaging right around 26 miles per gallon, something like that. And that was about it. It's the best I could do. Now, I was traveling pretty fast at some points between 95, right around 95 mile an hour out in the middle of nowhere for long periods of time. So it wasn't the optimal speed to be driving to get great gas mileage. But even so, traveling in a truck with really not a lot of weight in it. I mean, all that was in it was myself, my wife, and a couple of bags or something, luggage, So we didn't have a ton of weight in it. But still, that's not too bad, I don't think, for traveling at those speeds with a couple of people and a little bit of weight in there. Nope, we have a bicyclist. Okay, he got over. You might see him in the back, maybe, I don't know. But he wanted to ride in the middle of my lane. Never a good idea, but he did get over, so I'll give him credit. So anyway, yeah, I didn't think that was too bad. 26 miles per gallon. It could be better. I'd have been happier with, 30, but now I think I'm dreaming. So am I happy with the mileage that it's getting? Again, I'll subscribe to the old adage that, it's a truck. And I love it when people complain. And the internet, great place for complaints. I'll tell you about a little kind of troll complaint I had a little bit ago, but I love when they complain about fuel economy in a vehicle that doesn't get good fuel economy to begin with, right? I mean, it's stated on the sticker what it gets, and you can be pretty sure it's going to be somewhere in that range, you know, give or take a mile or two per gallon, depending upon how you drive. You know, I think a lot of people think that just because the sticker says something, you can jump in it, floor it between every stoplight in a 25-mile-an-hour speed zone that you're constantly in and get that kind of mileage. It's not going to happen. Now, this little troll thing I mentioned, I think of this because it just came up this morning. Actually, on my other channel, Rob Motive, there was a question posed to me. The question was, is this your full-time gig, or do you have a real job? And I thought, wait a minute. So what is a real job? I guess a real job is where you drag yourself out of bed every morning, you know, 6, 7 o'clock, fight rush hour to get to your brick and mortar, go in there and bang out your 8 to 10 hours, come home and probably work some more because the phone keeps ringing, and then get up and do it all over again. Monday through Sunday. Is that a real job? I guess if that's a real job, then no, I don't have a real job. Do I have a job where I'm my own boss, where I motivate myself, where anything I earn on the channel is my profit and goes in my pocket? Yes, that's the real job I have. Anyway, I just thought it was funny. You know, the internet, you're fair game, and I appreciate that. I even welcome it. You know, as long as you can make stupid comments and not be belligerent, it's okay. I don't mind. I mean, you know, whatever. Ask what you want. I'll just assume that the real gist of that comment was merely curiosity, and they really were just curious as to if I do this for a living or if I do something else. So we'll assume that that's what they were really getting at, and that's what they really wanted to know. Anyway, back to the fuel economy. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Do I wish it got better? Well, of course I do. I mean, I wish I didn't have to buy gas at all and still had everything that I have right now. Wouldn't that be awesome if it just ran on, I don't know, air or daylight? You know, solar, I guess. You know, that'd be cool, but still maintained everything else you already have. I don't know. Anyway, leave a comment. What are your real world experiences with the Jeep Gladiator, and what kind of fuel economy are you getting in the real world? And are you happy with it? I'd be curious to know. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. And don't forget, there's going to be a picture at the end on what I actually got miles per gallon today.